In this video, I'm going to show you how to tink back your brioche, and yes, it can be done. An important thing is you need to know what row you're on. And I love these little counters. And even though it doesn't have an A and a B, you could still use this counter for telling 5-1 could be 5A, 5-2 could be 5B. So I love these little counters. You can use Post-it notes, whatever you need, but it is vital in this project that you keep track of. The other thing you can do is you can evaluate and say, I've got both yarns on this end. So then you would look at your pattern and look at a row that ends with a turn because both your yarns are on the end for those rows. You also can see here that I've clipped, use a little clip because this is our loose yarn over that's residing there. So this is row 5, right side B. The other thing you need to be aware of is what color am I going to be removing? And since it's B, it is going to be the orange. And so with that, you would simply slip both of these stitches back. I'm going to put my yarn behind. First, I'm going to lose that yarn over. Slip both of these stitches back, tighten it up just a smidge. And then when you're tinking back, what you do is you go under the stitch, this is your stitch on the needle, and then the stitch below is where you would insert your needle, and you're going to insert it with the yarn over, the buddy, and then go ahead and pull that off. There we go. Then you've got to bring the yarn forward with this particular row because of the yarn over. Now, this is a buddy stitch from the previous row. You go underneath, make sure you're grabbing the buddy and take it off, and then that creates the buddy again. This is a plain stitch, and if you notice, you can tell that there's a buddy because it's just laying there right above that stitch. So we're going to go in underneath, take him off, yarn forward. Now look, see there is no, this buddy is laying there from the previous stitch, but we're not taking that off. We're taking off every other stitch. So here we go again, down underneath, recreate the buddy, slip it off, reposition your yarn, bring the yarn forward and off, and then slip. So there's always going to be one stitch that you'll remove, and then the stitch that has the buddy with it is simply a slipped stitch for removal. It's vitally important that you pay attention to what you've done down here. So again, you'll want to look at your row and say, what am I going to be removing from here? Then the final thing you'll need to do is roll back your counter or roll back your sticky note so that you know that you have taken that row back. It's not the easiest to figure out which rows are which in brioche.